Hi, angel friend. I'm Kathy, the angel speaker. Today we're going to talk about how to make decisions, and especially how to make ones you won't regret later. So often we try to compartmentalize our lives. We try to keep our work over here and our home life over there and our hobbies in a separate space and on and on. But life doesn't work that way. Our business life isn't separate from our personal life or anything else. It all blends together. Everything impacts everything else. Because of that, every decision we make includes an element of spirituality in it, even if it seems like we're only making a business decision. When we actively allow spirituality into all aspects of our lives, life flows more easily. We find that we have more help in the decision-making process and that we make the decisions that are right for us. The angels gave me a very simple equation we can use in the decision-making process. Here it is. Awareness plus discernment equals right action. When they first gave it to me, I didn't understand the power in this simple equation. But as I've used it over the years, I find myself making decisions that move me forward in life and help me experience peace and joy in the process. Let's break it down. We're going to begin by talking about the last part of the equation, right action. Right action means the right decision, the right step taken at the right time. It means you now know where to go and what to do. Right action is when you get to move forward in life. Before you get to right action, however, remember to consider the first two parts of the equation. So many of us want to jump in and get things moving that we skip the beginning of the equation. Others of us are so afraid of taking the wrong step that we feel blocked and fail to move forward at all. Whether you're a person who jumps in too quickly or you feel you can't move forward, the first two parts of the equation will help you move forward with ease. The first part of the equation, awareness, means making sure you're in the present moment. You'll find that if you're either thinking about the future or the past, it'll be much harder to make the right decision. Future fear and/or hanging on to the past makes the process much more difficult. The only time that we can experience God, source energy, divine love, spirit, whatever your name for that is in the present moment. This divine connection is what will help you make the best decision. To make sure that you're in the present moment, slow down, stop, relax your body, bring yourself to your breath. Breathe in and out, calmly and slowly. Become aware of what you're sitting on. Consciously notice and name 5 things in the room. Touch 5 things around you. Choose to consciously slow down and be present. Make sure your brain has gotten off the hamster wheel of thinking. After you're fully present in the moment, it's time to use the discernment part of the equation. In the discernment process, you'll determine if you're connected to and living from your ego or your soul. Connecting with your soul is what will guide you to make the right decision. Within each of us is our ego and our soul. Our ego doesn't see us as the divinely connected being that we are. The ego wants us to believe that we're separate from all others and that all the parts of our lives are separate from each other. The ego puts us in boxes. It either finds fault with us or it tells us that we're better than others. it constantly compares us to everyone else. The ego will tell you that you are the things that you own. If you own more, you're better. If you own less, you're worse. The ego tells you that you're your intellect. If you feel smarter than others, you're better. If you don't feel intellectually comparable to others, you're worse. Your ego defines itself by what you do for a living. The ego is competitive. It's concerned with what other people think of you. The ego tells you that you're not connected to God. The ego is a false belief of who you are. It's an illusion. When you're in your ego, you will find that you either feel superior to others or that you feel less than others. I've heard it said that between the soul and the ego speaks first and the ego speaks loudest. I have found that to be true. I love what Wayne Dyer says about the ego. He says that the letters EGO stand for edges God out. With our soul being the part of us that is connected to our divinity, that's the perfect way to explain it. You won't find peace or joy when you're living in your ego. Your soul, on the other hand, is the divine spark of God that lives within each one of us. Your soul is intimately connected to God, the Holy Spirit, and to everyone else in the world. When you're in sync with your soul, you feel peace and joy. There is contentment in your life. Your soul does not compare and contrast. Your soul knows that you are absolutely equal to every other being here on earth. Your soul desires to help and to heal. When you're connected to your soul, you can feel calm even in the midst of turmoil. You can only be connected to your soul in the present moment. When you're trying to discern if you're in your ego or your soul, first pause. Check in with yourself. Do you feel either superior to or less than others? If the answer is yes, you can be sure you're connected to your ego. Once you're aware that you're in the present moment and you've discerned that you're connected to your soul, you'll receive the guidance you need to take right action. When you're connected to your soul, you have the ability to connect with God and the angels and receive messages that move you forward in life. Messages that bring you peace, hope, and right next steps. You can do this. I believe in you. Try it and then let me know what you think. I'd love to read your comments about your experience. If this video has helped you at all, I'd sure be grateful if you'd like, share, and subscribe. You can also visit my angelspeaker.com website for more information. Friend, I can't wait to hear about all the amazing right actions you take.